position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Finds a little space. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season with the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Using his feet. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's reeled in, it's Poe.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still, but you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season, taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out on the field.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's going to lose. We've seen it now. More parity with transfer portal and NIL, more losses and upsets that you're like, that would never happen, and then you're right back in it.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
So this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the 1st quarter. Looking for a man. It's Long. With the catch, it's Dickey. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Poole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. To start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's long. Makes the catch, it's Poole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Second down coming up. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's long. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the air. It's long. Rushes on him. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys roll that offense back out there. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. That's caught. It's Poe. Still on his feet at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll test the right side.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
On the run, it's cool. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. To throw, it's long. Finds a spot in the middle. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's cool. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch on the left. They get it to the 33.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's long. Fires to the big fella. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's long. This time he's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He wants to change this route. Third down play from the gun. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the shotgun, the inside give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Picks up 9. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Quick strike complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quick release on the RPO. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
Back to pass, it's long. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. It's on target and complete. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense. Seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's long. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Set, ready.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to pass. It's long. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They move on top here in the fourth. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nice catch for the two-point conversion. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sanders.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. Some room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 21 to Southern Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's long. Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's long. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down.
Fly trumpet! Fly trumpet!
Going to the run. It's Poole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's long. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
First down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. An 84-yard drive there. And how about that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's long. Here's a throw downfield late. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.